All right, welcome back to my high school football championship series streaming live on Twitch, and you can pick it up again later after the fact on my YouTube channel. So make sure you check both of those. We are rolling into game number two. We're going to feature Thibodaux High School versus South Terrebonne. So let's jump to that. And just a quick reminder. Oh. All of these teams are available for download. You can just type in my username at there down there at the bottom, Dreadwin94, and you can import all of these teams into your game, College Football 26, for use. They all have custom rosters and 5 different uniform options. Make sure you're using the username search box and not the keyword search box. All right, so let's get back to the action. And we have got lined up for you, Thibodaux High School. A pair of 1-0 teams right now. South Terrebonne and Thibodaux both coming off of victories from last week. So something's got to give. Let's see what happens. Thibodaux will be in their default away uniforms, so white jerseys, white pants with their yellow THS helmets. And South Terrebonne will be playing in a modified home uniform. So they've got their default home helmets and jersey, but we're going to throw on the away pants to break up that green a little bit. So the white pants for them. They're playing their second home game. Thibodaux was at home last week. They're away this week. So here we go. Friday night down in Berg, Louisiana. And let's see how this one shakes out. I'm going to turn it over to the broadcast booth, and I'll catch you guys on the other side.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his fly. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. He lofts one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hartman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, after him. Pass rush. Going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they break possession, these defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. On the ground with the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. After the third down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Stewart. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. On 2nd and
so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right
explosiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. He's in open space downfield. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. To the air, it's Stewart. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. The jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And they'll take a knee.
All right, what a game. South Terrebonne with the upset over Thibodaux. I figured it'd be a close game, but I think Thibodaux was still the favorite coming into this one. Thibodaux made a statement last week in their opening game, but South Terrebonne said, "Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast." Thibodaux making a South Terrebonne, excuse me, making a statement of their own, particularly that defense. Wow, man, what a performance there. A couple of things. I made a comment in chat about it. It's something that I've noticed. It seems to happen every single time. Every time there's a third down, third and long in particular, CPU logic is to just throw a bomb. Just every time. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. I wish there was a way. I don't know of a way to change that, but every single time it seems like the computer just throws a bomb. Third down, go for it, throw a bomb every time. Um, yeah, I mean, look at this completion percentage, and a lot of that's third down passes that he's just throwing bombs on. I really don't get it. I wish the computer would, the logic would work a little bit better there. But anyway, so yeah, but David Butler, he's a special player, man. Definitely for sure. So here's the stats we're gonna go through. Stewart had more rushing yards than that, but the sack yardage brought that down, of course, as always. Go to receiving. So wild game though, wild game. Just goes to show, even the team that's rated a little bit lower still had the chance. They still pulled it out. So this can make for an interesting season, I think. Let's go down through the defensive stats real quick for anyone keeping track at home. Kicking and punting, and then we'll switch over to Thibodaux stats. There it goes. Yeah, that's right. Thibodaux. There we go. Reuben Brown, much better day passing for him. It's amazing that, you look at these stats and he only had 8 completions. Wow. Okay, let's get back to Thibodeau. Where are the stats? So yeah, this should be an interesting season. We had a matchup here that I was looking forward to because it looks like Tremaine Johnson is injured. But again, keep in mind we're doing play now. I'm not able to do the full uh, like dynasty season, so we're not going to have lingering injuries that carry on from week to week. So an injury will last for a game at most, and then next week everybody's going to be back at full strength. There's no way for me to actually be able to do that without getting in and pulling the player out manually and stuff like that. So we're not going to be doing that. Injuries will last for the game, and then and everybody will be back to full strength the next week. That's just how we're going to roll. But yeah, this was an interesting matchup because we've got two teams that were both former state champions in the same year, 1991. If you watch my preview show, hint, hint, go back and watch that. I talk about that. Both of these teams were Louisiana state champions in 1991. You could say, well, how is that possible? How do you have two state champions in 1991? Well, one was 4A and one was 5A. That's how that happened. So in this matchup, South Terrebonne gets the upper hand and comes out on top thanks to their defense with the big safety. I feel like South Terrebonne would have done better had they ridden David Butler a little more in this game. They got to him early on. They went to him early on in the first half, and then they kind of laid off of him and started slinging the ball around a little too much, I think. So I'm just kind of hanging back in pass protection a lot. Uh, he made a great catch there in the second quarter on, I think it was a fourth down. He made an outstanding catch. that converted to a first down, and then shortly after that he ran it in for a touchdown. So he's a guy that South Terrebonne needs to ride a little harder, and you know, especially at the end there too in the fourth quarter, Thibodaux had a chance to come back when South Terrebonne could have just tried to run the ball out, run the clock out. But anyway, good game, exciting game. Really happy with how this worked out. So that does it for game two of week two. We're going to end here. I'm going to go ahead and click off and then just do a quick wrap up. And we're going to end the stream for tonight. And then we will get to the other two games. Let me pull that up for you because I can look at that real quick. Well, no, we're just ended here, and then I'll do my wrap up show. So yeah, let me let me end this here. I'll go to a pause screen, and I'll be right back with the wrap up show. So thanks again for watching, and I'll be right back.